Hello, my name is Starlight, and welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you were able to get out in the nature somewhere and go take a hike or a walk. Anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, this is Starlight. Welcome. You can come here and visit anytime, and you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that's Kathy with a K, Dingman. And you can also give this video a thumbs up if you want to see or be a change in the world. And not only you could share my videos with your pet and your pets, is you can also share my videos with your family and friends. And if you do have pets, maybe you have a cat, a dog, a bear. No, you got a pet bear. So anyway, you could share my videos with your pet bear. And besides sharing my videos, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget the notification bell. You can push the notification bell and I will ring it. And also you can leave a message down below. Bing, bing, bing. Don't be shy. Say hello. And also you can find me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K, Dingman with Starlight. So anyway, the reason why I said a bear is because where I went today, with my daughter, and she had a friend with her, is, first thing we got there, it's like bears are in this area. So I had a lot of bear jokes. Hey, can I give you a bear hug? So Starlight was just a clown today out in the woods. And that's how I am. I really am my own comedian here. So anyway, a sense of humor has helped me more than ever. That's what has helped me to stay alive, throughout my life, is my twisted sense of humor. There, I never thought of it until today, is that there are different types of love out there. I love all of you. That's, a kind of love. And then there's the I love you, I'm in love with you. That's another kind of love. And then there's the I am in a higher love with you. That is another kind of love. So do you love him? Do you love her? Or are you in love with her? Or are you in love with him? Or are you in a higher love with him? Or in a higher love with her? So what is it? Now I'm going to explain. This is my own. I didn't get this from anybody except for Starlight today. So Starlight came up with this today. I don't even know if they even have this out there. They got to have this somewhere out there. So there's different types of love, and so I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. So there's love, like I said, I love you, and I love you, and I love you, and yes, I love you. And then, we're like, there's that kind, where I don't know you, most of you. I know you though. Yeah, I know you. And, where most of you, I love you. I love you as a human being. I don't even have to look at you. I don't even have to know your name. I don't even have to know what country you come from. And race is an illusion, so I don't even care. I don't love you because you have money. I don't love you because you have a car. I love you because we're family. We're supposed to be family here. So I love you for your unique self, and since you're watching my videos, you must, there's a reason why you clicked on this video. You know, you must be searching for something and looking for help, and you came to the right place, you know, where I can help you. And there's so many other deep divers out there or YouTubers out there that can help you in a different way. So, you know, like the universe drew you to my YouTube channel. So there's a reason, and we're all at different levels with growth. So some people might be drawn to my videos, where others might be drawn to this YouTuber or that YouTuber, and that is all okay. So let's start from the bottom, like I said. So now there's, I love you, love, you know. So like my mom, I love my mom, and I love my dad. I love my brother. I love my sister. I don't have a cat or a dog, but I could say I love all the animals. You know, and I do. I love all the animals, you know, which is kind of funny. Last night I had a funny thing that happened last night. And on my way off the bike trail, I was out there later than normal. But I made it home safe. So it wasn't the hours that normally Starlight would be out, but Archangel Michael was with her. So I did have a man that found me dancing out on the grass, you know, and he was telling me to be careful because a lot of animals come out. And believe me, I am not afraid of the animals, you know. And I am letting go of fear. So, you know, I used to be afraid of certain types of people, you know, and so I'm letting go of fear too. I had Archangel Michael with me. But anyway, do you love your pet? Or do you like your pet? Do you love your mom? You know, do you love your dad? Do you love your brothers? Do you love your sisters? Now that is all, or, you know, you got a friend, you know, do you love your friend? Do you love strangers? So there's different kinds of love out there. You know, I love everyone. Somebody, I said that to somebody a long while back, you know, I love everyone, even the ones that don't even love me, you know, because that's exactly how God wants me to be. God wants me to love everyone. Now, so that's one kind of love right there, is where we just love people, you know, and love our parents, love our family members, love our grandpa, grandma, cousins, your kids, you know. I love my kids, you know. I have two, one perfect, you know, Starlight wanted more children, but I am grateful for the ones that I have, because there's some people that, you know, they can't have babies and they have to do it a different way. So I'm so grateful for my two, you know. So I have a daughter and a son, and I love them both equally. As you notice, equally. You know, my daughter is my firstborn daughter, and my son is my firstborn son. My daughter is my one and only daughter. My son is my one and only son. You know, so I love them equally. So that is that kind of love. Then there's a different kind of love. That is when you're like in, you know, this is all different forms out here. So I'm not here to judge. It's, you know, God is the judge here. So whether I agree to everything or not, I am not God. That I am a God, but I am not the God, you know, the creator of all, you know. So I'm not going to take over him at all, you know. So so there's different forms of love. Like there are the same-sex kind of relationships where, you know, a girl and a girl loving each other, in love with each other, or they love each other, you know. I don't know what it is. Or, you know, like there's a guy and a girl, you know, where they could be in love with each other, and that could be a boyfriend-girlfriend kind of in love. And then there's the husband and wife relationship where they could be in love. Are they in love, or do they love each other? So what I've learned is that some people get the two loves mixed up, you know, where they're like, they might get a little confused. Like, I love this person, but are you in love with this person? You know, so there's a big difference. You know, I love my mom and dad, like I said, and I love my brothers, but I'm not in love with my brothers, and I'm not in love with my mom or dad, you know. And there's actually there's even a fourth love, unconditional love. So that's the highest one of all. But so what I've been learning is to love myself, you know, like I'm learning to love myself unconditionally. So there's like if I was dating somebody, which I am in a way, you know, is I could be in love with him where like I'm fantasizing about him, and that doesn't mean in a bad way at all. It means that you know, I could be out like hiking somewhere and I'm like, he is so special. You know, where you can see him, you know, like they're, you know, like you're like, you can't get the person off your mind, you know, where it's like, you're in bed, ready to go to sleep, and Starlight hugs her body pillows every night, you know, I love you. So it is kind of funny, you know, we got the I love you, you know, like the I'm in love with you kind of love, you know, where it's more than the love with your mom or dad or brothers or sisters or friend, you know. And but this is how the best relationships start out, is first you can have a friend and you can start falling in love with them, you know. And I have to, you know, like I have to put this out, sometimes it could be same sex or a guy and a girl, you know. So that's how I started out with the man that I am in a higher love with, is that we started off as friends first. Let's see if we can be friends first. And then that is like the foundation of building on a stronger, more meaningful relationship. Is you want a foundation of the friendship first. Let's see if we first have anything in common. Can we even get along as friends? You know, so it is vitally important, if you're going to have any relationship like a boyfriend-girlfriend or husband-wife kind of relationship, that you want to first start off as friends. And these days it doesn't work like that a lot of times. Most of the time, you know, people really rush things. Like I talked to somebody the other day on the phone, and I said, you know, a lot of people, what it is, you know, have you played baseball? You know, it's like they want to get to home base, you know, they want to make that home run, you know, without going to the first base and second base and third base and then home run. You know, they want to instantly go right to the home base, you know, without taking those steps of getting to know them and work your way up to that home base, you know. And what do I mean by that home base? I guess you're going to have to figure that out. But no, home base is where that's when you really, you know, you get to learn about each other, and you build up the friendship. First, you know, like really trust and communication is so vitally important when a relationship starts. If there's no communication or any trust with that person, where you don't even believe them, then you know that you can't even be a friend with them. If you can't trust them and you catch them lying, you know, you might think, oh, that was just a little lie. Really? You know, watch out for those little lies. You know, if it was a little lie, you know, how many little lies is it going to be a big lie? And, you know, like what else are they lying about? So it is so vitally important, if you're trying to build a friendship or even a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, to build up, you know, to a husband and wife. If you are wanting to get married, that is, not everybody these days wants to get married, you know. So are you in love with her, where, you know, like you might go to the store and you're like, this person touches my heart, you know, like they care about you, they communicate with you, they're honest with you, they respect you, they're not there to use you for your money or your body, you know. So, and then there's of course lust out there, but I don't really want to talk about lust. This is all about love, you know, like So being in love is that, like, you're not there to really try to control people as far as relationship goes. And I know that not everybody would agree with this, but with me, I desire to have a man to be the head. I believe, like to the way the Bible is about having a man being the head of the household. And that is my opinion on how I need to have it. There's no, I definitely, so I desire a dominant male. Absolutely, 100%, So I definitely would want a man to be the head of the house so he can provide, not just to provide, but to protect me, and not that he's got to pay for everything, but if he chooses to, Starlight's flexible in that area. Not all men want to do that these days, to be the providers, and this world is so different than a long time ago, but there are a few men out there that do like to provide. They do want to be with that lady, and they love her, and they don't have a problem with being the provider or the protector, so like I said, not everybody would agree to that, because these days women are not the same, men are not the same, where they're switching roles, where the women are, they, because of the history of where women come from, where women have fought hard to even to vote, just even have rights to vote. Women didn't have a lot of, freedom in a long time ago. Their freedoms were taken away. They were treated less than human, like a long time ago. So because of the history of the society, a lot of women, moms, has fought hard on that, and it turned them around, that they don't want, like a man controlling them because of maybe what their mom and, dad went through, or what they witnessed, and it doesn't even matter how you were brought up. Sometimes you might have been brought up by a mom and dad, and you might have had a mom that was the dominant one, or you might have had your father as the dominant one, and even though you might have been brought up in a certain way, like in my family, my mom was, well, I had a stepmom and a mom, so really my stepmother was the more dominant, definitely, to, like she wore the pants. Now, when I was brought up in that situation, I didn't agree with that. Absolutely not. And then I learned later on in my life, when I went to church, that, like it was supposed to be the men, that's the position for them. But like I said, not everybody is going to agree to this at all, and that is absolutely okay. But with that, with a man, and this is what I didn't put in the other video, is even if the man is going to be the head of the house, it doesn't mean that the wife is lesser than him. Absolutely not. There's a respect, at least it should be, that he respects his wife, and that when he makes choices in the family, whether they have kids or not, that his choices are the best that he can see that will help the family out. And for the woman not to judge him for his choices, because those, and that's what happens a lot, where women might actually say, you did a horrible job, you made the wrong choice, so for women, that's not our place really to tell the man that he messed up, that he made the wrong choice. But he can, he's got to learn and grow and to learn from that lesson, and then he'll know later on that, not to do that again, or to do something that he didn't do the first time. So we have to give the men a break and give them space so they can know. And then, there's other men out there, they got the dominant, they can dominate very well. They're very intelligent. They know exactly how to run everything, but not all males do. It depends on their background and where they came from. They could have came from a father that was a submissive dad, where they didn't learn that, so they ended up, not knowing how to be the head of the household, but they can learn, that's what that is about. They can learn. So, with a relationship, as when you're in love, there's respect going on. You respect each other. You care about each other. You don't backstab each other. And then you're, like when you're gone, like when you go shopping somewhere, you're like, you know what, I'm here. And my husband has been so sweet, or my wife has been so sweet, and this is so beautiful. I've been single for so long, and there's times I go to a store, a grocery store, even a Storts, and it's so beautiful when I see men picking flowers, or when a guy works for a flower company and he's delivering flowers at the house for some lucky girl out there, that is such a beautiful thing. And, to be honest, Starlight has not really received flowers in her life. Isn't that weird? At my age, that was something that didn't really happen in my life. So those are ways that when people are in love, they get dreamy about that person. They go to work and they and that's why you want to make good memories in your relationship. So when they're away, that they're thinking about you. That's why it's so important to, love each other, and I'm in love with you kind of love, where, you get all dreamy and you can't stop thinking about that one that you love. It's a lot different than, and you accept them, that you feel comfortable with them. You can accept for who they are, and they're good for you. So that's like in love. And then there's the higher love, and that is a lot with twin flame relationships. And that's what I am in, is a twin flame relationship. And that is much deeper than a regular relationship like a husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend, is because in a twin flame, you already had a relationship with them before in a past lifetime. Like you're kind of connected for eternity. And this is crazy. I know it is crazy. I didn't believe it at first when I heard about it until I really met my twin flame. And I didn't meet this person in person yet, this beautiful deep diver in person yet. But it will happen. And what that is that my twin flame will mirror my flaws at me and show me things that I need to work on, so I can be my greatest version, be the change that I want to see in the world. And not only he does that to me, I probably do it more accidental, to him. But there has been times with my twin flame where I did speak up in a kind way, to put my heart out, and my, because I care about him. I love him. I'm in a higher love for him. I want to be that girl that we're like back to back, and, I'm protecting him from the back, and he's back there, not with a knife, but he's protecting his queen, and I am protecting my queen, that we were in a higher love. And it's so like I made a video that's uploading right now about the highs and lows, where with a twin flame relationship, wow, you could be really in a higher love with your twin flame, and it can last for who knows how long, where even though I have not met mine, I know what mine looks like, and I've been learning a lot about my twin flame, is that where you're constantly thinking, because you're connected, like he's in me and I'm in him. Isn't that weird? I have another being, a spirit being inside of me. So even though he lives far away, I don't even know where he lives. I don't know. He knows where I live. He's got my telephone number, but we have to work on ourselves, and the universe will let us know when it's time for us to unite. So we are both working hard on ourselves, and there's times when you're in a twin flame, because a twin flame, the difference between a regular relationship with a husband and wife, where a lot of times they're quick to have sex. They might have had sex before they got married, where Starlight's like, Starlight isn't going to do that anymore. I decided, hey, if you're serious about me, I want a ring. I want commitment. I'm tired of that kind of thing, where, you go with somebody like for how many months and then they're leaving and running, nah, nah, or you're leaving and running, nah. So I already got married to my twin flame. I don't know how many times, I did the wedding vows the other day again, so, and I am so serious about that. That is my heart's desire. So that's a higher love where you could be really high for a long time, and then your twin flame, one or the other, might actually say something that, could hurt you, but they love you so much that they show the truth. They don't say you're doing a great job when you really need to work on yourself. They're the kind of, my twin flame is the kind of guy that's going to say, Starlight, I love you, but you know what? See that over there? I love you, but you got to work on yourself. You got to love yourself. You got to work on that area here, like, because they can see and feel things in their body, and know things without even knowing what you're going through. I don't know how many times I'm like, are you a mind reader? My twin flame knows what I'm feeling, and understands what I'm going through without me even saying a word, and there's times that you can sense your twin flame inside your body, where there's times I'm out somewhere and I'm like, I can feel, my twin inside of me, or even at night when I'm sleeping, I'm like, it's just like, sometimes we can, or we'll have dreams, and that means that we're thinking of each other, or maybe we want our twin flame to reach out to us. So I've had that many times where I'll get a dream in the night and then I'll look it up, see what it means, and the universe might be saying you need to spend more time with your twin flame. He needs you right now. He needs the love and support. So and when it comes to a low with a twin flame, I'm telling you, I don't know how he does it, but me being an empath, definitely an empath, is that I could be bawling and crying, because he shows me my flaws, and, it could be hard. Sometimes twin flames actually, they have a separation time, not that they actually separate in their bodies. I mean, that they never can separate like that, and they're inside of each other. So you have a twin flame inside of you. It's when you work on yourself, then you will find them. So everybody's looking on the outward, but everything is inside of you, and it's so hard to explain this. But it is the most beautifulest, and it can be a very painful kind of relationships, because you get the really, really highs, and it's all about really becoming better versions. We're both working and helping each other. We're not stabbing each other in the back. We're not there to hurt each other. Sometimes it might feel like that. Sometimes I think, my twin might be attacking me. But it's not, truth hurts, truth hurts. When somebody says that, like, you need to work on yourself, it is not an easy thing to accept. And then when you have days and, it's best to just keep quiet, think about what they said, don't respond really right away, because things, the ego could come out. Where sometimes in a husband and wife relationship, where there's many times where the husband or the wife, they see flaws in their spouse or the boyfriend or girlfriend, and they don't say anything. They're afraid. They're afraid to say, I see that you're struggling with something. I would like to really help. They don't really do that. But there are men that are dominant men that might do that, but they might be to the abusive part. They might be abusive with their words, trying to tell their husband or wife or boyfriend or girlfriend, or even women could be abusive with their words and actions towards their loved one. So, but a twin flame is totally different, so it is a beautiful thing, but it can be very, very, very painful. Like you could cry for days, and then a lot of times you even question, are you my twin flame? And it does go back and forth like that for a while, where, but then, I never could separate from my twin. He's the only man I desire. I would never would ever desire to have a regular relationship. I only desire a twin flame relationship. I definitely, that's all I ever would desire is I desire to be with my twin for eternity. Isn't that weird? For not just this lifetime, but the next lifetime, so that's what I desire. So words are very powerful too. So what you say, but you got to do the work. You got to work together. And that's with any relationship. And then there's unconditional love. And that's what, like with my twin, that's what I desire, is that unconditional love. We could have hard times, but the love is so much stronger and greater than a regular love relationship. You think you're in love with your husband or wife, you ain't had nothing until you get a twin flame, baby. You really have the high peaks, but just like, you can have the low lows too. But we're both really so focused on loving each other. Like I work on myself, it helps my twin more work on himself. So whatever actions I do, it's going to help my twin do the same. Now, if my twin, which is it's so funny, I'm definitely the submissive type, and so you got the masculine and the feminine. So and it doesn't matter what sex, but if I have this right, I believe my twin is the feminine, even though you would think the feminine would be a female. They're the ones that are more the spiritual ones, I believe, if I have this right. So it is weird that, my twin is more spiritual than me. So, like, he's the one that would lead me. So if he works on himself, if he starts doing stuff, it's going to pull me in the same direction, or he can guide me in that same direction one way or another. And the universe is putting us together. The universe is working on him, and the universe is working on me. And when we line up, when we get in sync with each other, then we can come together and meet. So twin flames don't happen overnight. So it's not like a one night stands or friends with benefits. Not at all. It is it could take a long time for a twin flame to finally be able to meet and unite with each other. And when that happens, there's going to be like explosions going on. It's going to be such a powerful moment for my twin and myself. I'll never be the same. I'm not the same now. I couldn't even imagine. So that is a higher love. You get the higher love, but you got to watch out when it hits hard. It hits hard too. But our love is so strong that, like nothing can separate us. Nothing can separate my twin and I. Nothing can divide us or anything. Our love is that strong. We can forgive each other, and we have that unconditional love for each other, and it's about having unconditional love for yourself. When you learn to have unconditional love for yourself, then that's when you have unconditional love with your twin flame. And that unconditional God loves us all unconditionally. He loves you whether you mess up or not. He loves you with the flaws. He forgives you. He does. He loves you. He loves you and he understands. He is not like, not he, but the universe, God, is not like anyone, where, like God understands, where a lot of people don't understand, and they could judge us and put us down and beat us up and, call us names and abuse us or whatever. God is not like that. God is very patient. The universe, God, is very patient, and that's why, he, like the universe loves us so much. And, where that kind of love is the love that I desire in my life with my twin flame. So is the, that we love each other unconditionally, that, we forgive each other, and, we're growing in ourselves, and the universe teaches me lessons, the universe works on me, and says, Starlight, I got to love myself first. First, I got to listen to what God and the universe wants me to do. Okay, God, that's what you want me to do, through the signs that I told you about, like the numbers and symbols or dreams or, people that come in your life and they might give you a message, so we need to listen to when God is speaking through us, to us, through all those things. And then it's like, okay, God told you what to do and what he expects and why, and explains all of that to you. And then you are supposed to do the work. And if you don't, that's when things get messy. So when you get the numbers and you look them up, and if you don't look up the numbers and you don't look them up, then you're going to miss out opportunities. You're not going to, you're going to get behind. It's going to get messy, and you don't want that. So it's really important to really know what God wants. And that's why I made that video. The first video I made on YouTube is, are you searching for guidance? So you got to check that video out. I always send everybody to that video because it's so vitally important. So if you ignore all that and you just, no, I don't need those numbers. Yeah, I don't believe in those numbers. Well, then you're the one missing out. So God has all that stuff. And once you figure that out and you learn to follow it and understand it and believe it and trust it, then God wants you to love yourself. Then after you love yourself, then, then you're going to love the ones closest to you after that. Like with me, it would be my, I have kids and I have a twin flame, so you got to have love for your family, the ones that are close to you, or like a husband or wife that is loving and supporting you. Are they loving and supporting you? So, everything is in an order, and then whoever else is after that, then you take care of everybody else. So there's an order for all that. So there are different levels of love. So do you just love them? Are you in love with them or him or her? Or are you in a higher love, like a twin flame relationship where you get the really super highs and the super, super lows, and you got that unconditional love for each other? Or, so it's one of the three, but God loves all of us unconditionally. So anyway, I really hope that you get a lot of help. So you got to really understand it's all right that you might love a guy friend, but it doesn't mean that you're in love with him. Don't get the two mixed up. Or you could be a girl and you could love her as a person, but are you in love with her? You got to really be able to separate the two and figure out what is what. Because would you marry your cat? You would? You would marry your dog? Yeah. That's so funny. Serious? Would you marry your mom or your dad or no, I hope not, so anyway, some of you say, yeah, I would marry my cat and dog. Okay. I know they don't judge us. They love us when we come home. They don't bicker and fight and nitpick. I understand. I understand. So it is so funny. Some of you would marry your pets. So anyway, I do love all of you, and I really hope that you could sort this out, because there is a difference between the different kind of layers of love. And like I said, I am in a higher love with my twin flame. And anyway, I love you so much. I'm not in love with you, but I do love you. And anyway, this is Starlight. You could give this video a thumbs up. You could share this video with a cat, a dog, your family members, your friends, and a fox. I got this one all mixed up. So anyway, I love all of you. You could also subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can ring the notification bell. I mean, you could push the notification bell. I will ring the bell. Also, you can leave a message down below. Beep, beep, beep. Plus, you can follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So anyway, I do love all of you. I love you. And I on my, speaking of that, is on my Facebook. If you're ever on my Facebook, I love everything. I don't push like. I see somebody pushing like. Where's the love? Come on. Where's the love? Don't you love that? So anyway, I do love you. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. This is Starlight. Love and light. Peace.